Hi everyone, this is Shelly from Best Buy's plugin blog, and this week I've been testing out the Vitamix blenders. Over here we have the Vitamix Series 500, and here I have the Vitamix Series 300. Starting with the Vitamix Series 300, you can see that it comes with a pulse feature, a dial that you can turn from 1 to 10, and the on and off switch. The Vitamix 300 also has a short, wide container and that holds 64 ounces. Moving over to the Professional Series 500, this Vitamix has the same pulse features, on-off switch, dial that goes from 1 to 10, but it also has a soup function, a preset soup function, a function for frozen desserts, and a smoothie function. So all you have to do is press one of those buttons and the Vitamix will automatically ramp up the speed or turn down the speed, depending on the situation. For my first test with the Vitamix, I decided to make a butternut squash soup. So as you can see, I'm adding the ingredients here in the order that was set out in the instruction book of the Vitamix. I didn't use the preset soup function. Instead, I just wanted to try and see how the dial worked, so I just turned it on and it got to blending. It takes about 4 minutes to make soup, and as you can see, condensation was forming and steam was starting to come out of the top of the blender. Once the 4-minute mark had passed, I took the Vitamix container off and poured out some soup. It's hard to believe that a blender can make soup that was steaming hot, but it was really hot and delicious. Next up, I created a hazelnut spread with the Vitamix 500. Started by roasting and removing the skins of some hazelnuts. Then I had to boil some sugar and water to make a caramel sauce that would harden. I poured it onto a sheet of parchment paper and let it sit for approximately 15 minutes. Once it had hardened, I broke it up into chunks and I popped those chunks into the Vitamix. Next, I added the hazelnuts and turned it on. With all the ingredients in the container, it was working really hard to mix it up. The Vitamix 300 has a 2.2 horsepower motor, where the Vitamix 500 has a 2.0 horsepower motor. So as you can see, the blades are really spinning the hazelnut spread, and it should be done in a minute. And here's my hazelnut spread and what it looked like when it was finished. It had almost exactly the same consistency as Nutella. It was really well blended. It was just a little bit on the dark side because of the type of cocoa I used. I hope you've enjoyed my little tour of everything Vitamix. You can see my full review of the Vitamix blenders on Best Buy's plugin blog. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching.